true love story of Prince Saiful Malook and Fairy Badriul Jamala. Many legends are based on myths, but the story of Prince Saiful Malook and Fairy Badriul Jamala is believed by locals to have some truth to it. Whether it happened exactly as told or was shaped by time, the tale carries deep emotions, historical hints, and an air of mystery that makes it feel real. Who was Prince Saiful Malook? Prince Saiful Malook was said to be a real prince from Egypt, a man of noble birth, wealth, and power. He had everything one could desire, yet he felt something missing in his life. He often dreamed of a woman so beautiful that he could not describe her in words. One night, an old dervish, Sufi mystic, appeared to him in a dream and told him, "She is not of this world. She is a fairy, Badriul Jamala. To find her, you must leave behind your kingdom and travel far beyond lands known to men." When the prince woke up, he was restless. He could think of nothing else. He knew deep in his heart that she was real, and he had to find her. The journey to Saiful Malook. The prince left Egypt, disguised as a traveler, and set out on a long journey that would last 6 years. Along the way, he faced hardships, starvation, freezing nights in the mountains, and near-death experiences in the wilderness. At times, he questioned himself. What if she is just a dream? What if I never find her? But something kept pushing him forward. He crossed deserts, rivers, and mountains, asking every wise man he met about the fairy. Finally, a saint in Persia told him, "Your destiny awaits at a hidden lake in the mountains of the east. But beware, for it is guarded by forces beyond your understanding." With renewed hope, the prince traveled to the Kagan Valley, now in Pakistan, and finally reached a magical lake, the one we call Saiful Malook today. Meeting the fairy and the wrath of the demon. The prince arrived at the lake at night, exhausted and weak. He collapsed near the water's edge, but just before dawn he was woken by a soft, glowing light. As he opened his eyes, he saw something incredible, a group of fairies bathing in the lake under the moonlight. And among them, his heart recognized her instantly, Badriul Jamala. She was more beautiful than he had ever imagined. Her skin shimmered like moonlight, and her eyes held an otherworldly glow. But as he stepped closer, the fairies noticed him. With a gasp, they all vanished except for her. For a brief moment, their eyes met. In that instant, Badriul Jamala knew who he was. "You are the man from my dreams," she whispered, but their love was not to be easy. Badriul Jamala was not just any fairy. She was promised to a powerful demon, a Dio, who had fallen in love with her and sworn to keep her away from the human world. When the Dio learned that a mortal had dared to love his fairy, he was enraged. He unleashed storms, earthquakes, and floods upon the lake, trying to destroy the prince. The water rose, the ground shook, and a terrifying darkness fell over the valley. But the prince did not run. He stood his ground and called upon the divine powers that had guided him this far. He prayed, he fought, and he refused to let go of his love. The disappearance of the lovers. No one knows exactly what happened next. Some say the Deo was defeated, and the lovers disappeared into a secret world beyond human reach. Others believe the fairy took the prince with her into the hidden realm, where they lived together in eternal love. Even today, the lake holds secrets. Locals say that on clear, full moon nights, strange lights dance on the water. Some claim to have seen a shadowy figure near the lake, waiting, perhaps the prince, still searching for his love. Is it real? Locals believe the story is true, passed down for generations. The lake is named after Saiful Malook, hinting at a real historical figure. Mian Muhammad Bakhsh's poem is based on a tale he claimed to have learned from elders. The valley is filled with mysterious energy, where people still report strange occurrences. Final thought. Whether real or legendary, the story of Saiful Malook and Badriul Jamala continues to captivate hearts. It is a tale of love beyond worlds, of devotion that defies fate, and of a lake that holds the whispers of a prince who loved beyond reason. Perhaps, if you visit the lake on a moonlit night, you too will feel their presence.